It'll be a lackluster introduction because I don't know how I'm going to introduce myself. You won't believe what this influencer claimed cured her lifelong menstrual pain after just 27 days of drinking something called happy juice.
Or, as I like to call it, the Ice Queen's happy juice.
Sounds wild, right? I mean, it may sound wild if you've never heard of multi-level marketing products, but here we are. But what if I told you the science just doesn't back it up? Let's break it down story style from Miss Ma'am Jenny Elizabeth herself. Before we do that, hello, greetings and salutations. I'm DC, an MLM dropout, and whether you are one or you're not, or maybe you're thinking about getting out of MLM yourself, I'm glad you're here. Let's get started.
Instagram. I'm in the car and we're gonna go over why I switched. Some major things, some major reasons. If you're watching the replay, put a number 1 into the comments, and if you are live, say hi so I can say hi to you. This is my natural GLP-1. So in case you do not know, I switched to a new company in January of last year. Good morning, Mindy. Just finishing my happy juice. And wild, a lot of people never ask me why I switched. I don't get asked this question. I've seen a lot of people do lives like, people are asking me why. I'm like, nobody asks me that, so that's okay. I have our compensation plan in front of us because that's the real reason I switched. Well, let's be honest. I've had a really painful period my entire life. Crazy to say my menstrual cycle is the reason I switched, but I would be lying to you if I said that that wasn't one of the major things that changed for me. So back last October, I started drinking Happy Juice and 2 other products. An omega-3 blend at night. Make sure you guys say hi. I just took that pill with not enough liquid. So I started drinking Happy Juice last October, and I had my first pain-free period of my life in October. And then I also lost a bunch of inches and I was feeling amazing. And I was like, I can't drink this anymore. I literally can't take any of this anymore. I feel like a liar and a fraud because I was selling a weight loss supplement and I was doing a weight loss program at the time and selling.
Pause. Maybe I paused too soon. We'll just let her
on that, and I lost a bunch of inches and weight from something completely different. So I was like, I can't drink this. So I drank it for 27 days and I literally didn't order again. I was like, nope, can't do that. That's lying to people. I can turn the car off. The air's not even on.
So she had her first pain-free period of her life in October. I'm not a doctor. Disclaimer, y'all know that. I'm just gonna ask questions, and if I get information wrong, I'm not a doctor. Talk to your own doctor. This is me making a note. Talk to your doctor, okay? This is me pointing you to a medical professional. Ask logical questions, ask hard questions, maybe ask some questions before you give a multi-level marketer your credit card.
Now all I need is your credit card number.
Science isn't my strong subject, and we're just holding on by the very fingertips trying to learn about logical fallacies as well.
He's barely hanging on, Gus.
Just because B follows A doesn't mean A caused B. Feeling better after taking something doesn't mean that thing caused it. Pain relief from period symptoms can fluctuate based on sleep, stress, movement, diet, even placebo. Without real clinical trials, that's not science, that's just storytelling. There's no scientific evidence to support that a supplement like Happy Juice can reliably eliminate menstrual pain, especially after such a short-term period, like 27 days. Use your critical thinking skills. It normally takes longer than 27 days. So the science perspective, in my opinion, talk to your doctor, ask some critical thinking questions, and I'm going to butcher this, so I'm going to spell it menstrual pain, but that's not the word. It's dysmenorrhea, can fluctuate for various reasons: stress, physical activity, diet, placebo effect, and only clinical trials can establish causation. Am I glad that her pain has alleviated? Of course. As someone who's in chronic pain, am I glad that someone's chronic pain has reduced? Of course. Yes. Am I glad that she's using a reduction in her chronic pain to get someone to buy into her multi-level marketing product? No, no, no. Nope. Sure I'm not. Sure I'm not. And her using faulty logic and a misunderstanding of science to do so? Hell no. Nope. And she's going to do this later. So keep an eye out. And she's going to go from happy juice to pills made of animal organs, all claiming to fix period pain and shrink your waistline. Let's talk truth. Let's talk her TikTok science. Let's talk danger.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
So here's what she said. I had my first pain-free period of my life in October, right after starting Happy Juice. Look, that's an amazing outcome for her, but that doesn't prove anything.
I lost a bunch of inches and weight from something completely different. So I was like, I can't drink this. So I drank it for 27 days and I literally didn't order again. I was like, nope, can't do that. That's lying to people. I can turn the car off. The air's not even on. So then what happened was I was also taking these Primal Queen pills. And if you know what they're like meat, they're like organs in a pill. And one of the things that it said is after taking it for like 12 months, your period pain would decrease. And that's the only reason I started taking them is because I was like, if I can get a pain-free period, I'm 100% in. So fast forward, I take them in October. I start them on the same exact day that I start Happy Juice. And I continue to take them. I take them in October. Yeah, I took them in October. I took them in November. And I took them in December. I took them in all of those months. But I only took them in December up until my period. Because I had a pain-free period in October. I had a pain-free period in November. I was like, it's the organ pills. Oh my gosh. I finally found my answer. I'm so excited. I even went on TikTok and sold them. Like I was like, more people have to know about. So I started selling the TikTok Primal Queen pills on TikTok. Like this helped my period. So excited about it. Well, December came around and I got my period and it was painful again. And I was like, oh my, I literally was like, oh, it wasn't the Primal Queen pills. It was the Happy Juice. I was shocked. I was shocked, literally shocked. I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Call Ghostbusters?
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters!
Jenny takes these things called Primal Queen pills, her words, organs in a pill, and apparently they promised pain-free periods in 12 months, but she said she noticed a difference almost immediately. Okay, 12 months of organ pills, yet she felt results in the first week? Something's not adding up. No medical evidence. Okay, the claim that eating powdered liver or kidney reduces menstrual cramps is not grounded in biology or any rigorous science. It's nutritional pseudoscience. Period. I'd say no pun intended, but kind of. Kind of pun intended.
Pun intended.
I'll see myself out. All kidding aside, mostly for now, notes over here, while desiccated organ supplements are sometimes used in niche dietary circles, there is no rigorous clinical evidence showing they alleviate menstrual pain. There is a science-based perspective, though, that nutrient deficiencies can affect reproductive health, but the idea that eating powdered animal organs improves period pain is not grounded in evidence and is nutritional pseudoscience.
What am I gonna do? I can't continue to take that. How many inches taking it for 27 days? I was like, I can't continue to take that and sell something different. Like, I can't do that. So that's the first reason. And then I searched into a bunch of different compensation plans. I looked into a whole bunch of different stuff, like travel MLMs. And I knew I wanted to do MLM again, but I was like, maybe if I go completely in a different direction, financial stuff, investing. I looked into a whole bunch of other stuff that's more like my personality, if you know my personality. And everything, Amare's comp plan was better than all of them. And I was like, I love the products and their comp plan is comping. So the things that I saw inside of this comp plan. So I'm going to go over them with you. And when I look at comp plans, I don't look at them for myself. I look at them for the person that does this a quarter of the time, not full time, not part time, a quarter of the time. And if that person can reap rewards, then that's the comp plan I want to go with. And one of the
Wait. Before we get into the comp plan, can I just backtrack for a second? And maybe y'all caught it and I didn't. The part that really made me pause, or it's making me pause now, Jenny admitted that she felt like a liar and a fraud because she was promoting one product but secretly believed that another one was working. And she was still selling for another company. So she was still in Prove It. She was taking Primal Queen, and she was taking Happy Juice, which was from Amare, which is a multi-level marketing company. So she was claiming that she was only taking Prove It, which is ketones, which is health and wellness, which is weight loss, is one of the huge selling points of it. It's like Dramageddon. What is happening? Oh my God. That's... Sure, her feeling guilty, yes, that's real, that's human. Her wanting to say, oh my God, I need to stop, I need to take a second because I need to not sell Primal Queen if she felt that Amare was the reason that she was quote unquote losing weight, losing inches, or that was the reason that she was having pain-free periods. That was honest. On that front, sure. The other factor that we're looking at that was disingenuous, that was dishonest, was that she was still drinking ketones. And the ketones were doing or alleged to do the same thing that the Happy Juice was doing. And that's the part that was dishonest. Jenny, in my opinion. But that's also exactly why selling based on feelings and commission can also be dangerous. You don't know what's actually helping, yet people are buying based on your story. Emotions do not equal evidence. Anecdotes are not data. Especially when money changes hands, especially when it affects people's health. And let's not forget, there were 0 disclaimers. No results may vary, no mentions of side effects, no FDA warning, nothing. It's a problem, a big one. So, what's the truth? We don't know yet. She's going to keep talking. Oh, wait, she's going to tell us about the compensation plan. We're 4.5 minutes in. Hey, this is incredible. By the way, join my multi-level marketing company. We're going to speed this up.
that I was looking for is not, it's called all or nothing mindset. And a lot of comp plans are set up for all or nothing mindset. So it's like either you complete it all the way or you don't get, and you get the prize, whatever it is, or you get halfway there and you get nothing. You get 1 point away and you get nothing. Like, I didn't want that type of comp plan again. I wanted something that in multiple different areas, they had tiered ability to earn stuff. So one of the very first things on here, first off, 7 ways to earn income, and I'll go over them later, but the fast start bonus is number 1. I'm literally reading off the comp plan because I don't want to get anything wrong. I did a Zoom yesterday and I got like 3 things wrong and I was like, eh. So the fast start bonus is one of the reasons that
She's gonna read to us the whole day.
Got anything there, Reading Rainbow?
Time? No. Jenny Elizabeth is about to board the
I'm just so darn bored.
out of us by reading pieces of paper in her car about the Amare compensation plan. I have sped her up to 1.2, and I'm going to speed her up to 1.25, okay? I have taken out her pauses. I've taken out her filler words. You may have seen her blend together. That because, we've got things to do. What I've done is I've opened the business plan analyzer on ChatGPT, and I have uploaded the compensation plan from Amare. Issue number 1, lack of product clarity, heavy resilience on recruitment, unclear legal risk disclosure, unverifiable rank advancement promises, no clear operating expenses, stuff like that. Then I have uploaded the transcript of Jenny Elizabeth's talk to compare what she gets wrong. Okay? So we're going to listen and then see the differences. Let's go. I'm sorry we don't have a PowerPoint roast. Oh well. If you want to submit things for me to react to that are PowerPoints, you can go to campsite.bio/say hello to DC.
I switched. So fast start bonus is something that you can do every single month, and it's the same every single. So the new person has the same fast start bonus as the person that has been in business for 8 months. It's all the same. There's not like a new thing just for new people and then an old thing just for old people. Like it's one thing every month consistently, the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So it's called the fast start bonus. And it's broken up into 3 different parts. This was huge for me. If anybody is interested at any point in time in asking me more questions
Unfortunately, I'll slow it down to 1.2. Maybe that'll be fine.
About the comp plan, I will gladly answer any of them for you. I asked 1,050 questions before I joined this company, and I am available to do that with you if you want to do that. So it's broken into 3 different sections.
You just got a bunch wrong yesterday, but now you can answer all the questions. Okay, sorry.
The first one is selling a product the 1st through the 15th, and you'll get a free product credit that you can use on your next order. Love this. It's complete. So you just add it onto your order, and it's 100% free. So you can earn 1 free product credit every single month by selling to somebody the 1st through the 15th, a new customer. These are new customers, okay? The second part of the bonus is when you add 2 more customers. So that's the first customer. When you add 2 more customers, you'll get something called 3&Me. That 3&Me bonus is $100. So you get a free product for 1 person, you get $100 for 3 people. And then you add 2 more people and you get $300. So you get a free product credit. The one that I get is like $80 every single month. Then you get $100, then you get $300. And then the commissions on first time orders, or let's say that you're doing Happy Juice. The Happy Juice comes down to 100 points that you earn for Happy Juice. And this reoccurs over and over again in this comp plan because Happy Juice is the example I like to use. So when somebody uses Happy Juice, it's 100 points that goes towards your business. That's the way it's programmed. Off 100 points, you make, so that's $20. $20. That's what you make off that. So for your first customer that you get with the free product, you also make $20. For the second person, for the second and third person that you got that $100 bonus with, you also make an additional $40 off them. 20, 40. So now it's $60. And then those last 2 people, when you get Focus on 5, when you earn that $300 bonus, you're now getting an additional $40 because of the $20 commission. Does that make sense? You just see in more,
Is this a joke? Is this hello? What? The compensation plan is not simple. Commissions are only paid when specific personal sales or team volume minimums are met. BT dubs. Again, here's the claim. Here, Jenny Elizabeth's claim that it's super simple. You just share a link and get paid. No. Incorrect. The plan from Amare says commissions are only paid when specific personal sales or team volume minimums are met. Simply sharing a link won't earn anything unless customers actually buy and minimums are met. Why it's misleading, Jenny? This claim makes it sound like money flows easily and passively. It doesn't. In reality, income is conditional and performance-based with structured thresholds and rank requirements. Oh, wait, didn't you say that wasn't the case? Isn't that what you were trying to leave when you left Prove It? Jenny? What? I'm clapping because the disingenuous nature of her pitch to get people on her team is frustrating. It's either intentional or unintentional. It's either intentional because she understands the compensation plan, or it's unintentional because she doesn't understand the compensation plan. Both are harmful to the consumer.
That's the Focus on 5. It's broken up into 3 different. So I have a lot of people in our organization that just earn the free product credit. Then there's another chunk of people that earn the 3&Me. Then there's another chunk of people that earn the focus on 5. But it's broken up into 5 so that if you get 1 new customer, you get something. If you get 3 new customers, you get something. And when you get 5 new customers, you get something. And I really love that because the person that is doing this a quarter of the time, and I despise talking to friends and family to join you in business, despise it. So they're using social media, and social media is all organic. And so for somebody that does this very, 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 very quarter time, my quarter timers are moms. They work full time. Most of them are single moms. They're providing for their house. Like, they don't have part-time hours to do this. They have quarter-time hours to do this. So they're getting rewarded for that 1 or those 3 customers. Not all of them get the 5 customers every single month. And I really love that. Okay. The next thing that I love about this comp plan, and one of the reasons that I was drawn towards it, is the free product that you get every single month. So free product is broken into 2 sections. The first one is that product credit that you get for the focus on, for that power of 1 that you get the 1st to the 15th. The second part of the free product is part of the comp plan. So based on the rank that you are, determines how much free products you get. And I have that one on this page because I messed this up yesterday. So we have 1, 2, 3. We'll break them up into like bottom ranks, like beginner ranks. Then they call them mentor ranks. Then they call them leader ranks. And then they call them global ambassador ranks. So they're kind of broken up into 3 different sections. You see it on this piece of paper. This is like the beginner, next section, next section, next section. Okay. So when you first come into business, you need 100 points and you're a brand partner. That's literally, like, everybody who comes into business, they start as a brand partner.
Can I just rage for 1 second as a graphic designer? As somebody who's a visual / kinetic learner, and I know we're all digital people right now. There's not going to be where we get to learn hands-on. So we have to be in the visual space. Could you just show us a picture, please?
Jim, just show us a picture.
Why are we doing this presentation in a car? Why are you reading to us something incredibly complex? I hope MLMs fail. And I know if you're watching this and you're an Amare and you're like, oh my God, DC, you're so awful. You hope my business fails? I'm not going to listen to this anymore. Okay, fine. That's fine. Can you just listen for a second? Setting that aside, if you're going to take some constructive feedback though, if we're looking at Jenny's presentation, you're going to tell me that this is the most effective way to do that? In a car, someone talking to the audience, reading from a piece of paper without any pictures? We're having to listen to Jenny, and she barely turns it around. We're having to imagine incredibly boring information. And what? Oh yeah, BT dubs, we just gonna have to trust you, bro, that this is better than prove it? Okay. We've lost the story. We've had 5 minutes of story, which, by the way, the science didn't pan out. And by the way, pseudoscience, I'm glad it was pseudoscience. And 4 minutes of pseudoscience to 30 minutes of boring, like, compensation plan that is misinformation and misleading. Okay, great. Another independent contractor strikes again. Cool. I'm being sarcastic.
That's the way it goes. That's your starting rank. The rank after that is called brand builder. It's 1,000. So it's basically selling Happy Juice to 10 different people. When you do that, you'll get $75 in product credits to use next month. Before, the product credits that you were capped out, it was not.
You're getting 7.5 product credits per person if you sell to 10 people? 7.5 product credits per person? Be still my beating heart. Amare really must love y'all.
As good as this, I'll tell you that. So this, and then they got rid of it because they said if they didn't get rid of it, they'd have to go bankrupt. I'm like, whoa, that's literally awful. Okay, so the next rank is called bronze, and you get 200, from bronze all the way up, you get 200 product credits to use every single month. And this one's just a little bit different. So you get like a whole catalog that you get to pick from. Is anybody actually watching this and following along? So many people are popping in and out. It's
just boring.
I'm feeling there's like one person that's actually watching the entire thing. So the way that it works is there's a product catalog, and there's, I don't know, 35 products in there, maybe 36. You get to choose your products in that. And then each product has different points toward it. Like maybe electrolytes will be like 30 points, and maybe a Jeeps Fit will be like 67 points. I don't know. It's based on the price that they are. So for every 100 points, you have to pay $10. So basically I get like a bunch of free, it's not free product. I get a bunch of product for a massive discount. So basically you're paying cost of it and that's what you're paying on it. All right. So that covers
it. It's almost like we're listening to, I hate that every time that we're listening to something nonsensical, I'm like, it's almost like we're listening to Courtney. I know we took out the pauses, but this demonstration is so incoherent. Why wouldn't it sound like this? I'm so excited about sharing Amare with you guys. I love the happy juice. It tastes delicious. I feel better on it. It's cheaper than ketones. I don't have this salty aftertaste. It's actually enjoyable to drink. I don't have to spend thousands of dollars a month to stay active. My team doesn't have to spend thousands of dollars a month to stay active. My cholesterol is down because I'm not drinking 1,000 milligrams a day of salt, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting actual better sleep. I'm down like 30,000 inches. My cycle is more consistent. I don't know what it is, blah, blah, blah. And then you tell your story. And then you tell your blood work, you actually get data, if you have data. And then you say, I don't even know. I haven't even read through the Amare comp plan other than I have to spend I spend less monthly to access my commission check. Me and my downline spend 95% less here at Amare than we did at Prove It or at my last company. It's less stressful and less hours here at Amare than it was at our last company. If you want to get into the details of how the ins and outs of this works, you can come to a Zoom call. But here's the easy peasy lemon squeezy of the 5-in-1. And then she holds up a card for whatever she just did. Block, block, block. And that's it. Then the next one. Then easy. This is information load. This is spewed information. Has she never recruited anyone?
that. Amazing. Love that. The next thing that was phenomenal to me was the fact that it goes brand partner, brand builder, bronze, and then silver. So that's only fourth. Silver is only the fourth rank up. Fourth rank up. They start giving you pool shares into the company. The pool shares that they give you, this was a huge green flag to me. They calculate what the pool shares are going to. There's 3 types of pool shares. There's the mentor pools, there's the leader pools, and there's the global ambassador. There's 3 different pools. When you hit those pools, you know exactly how much money you're going to make off the pools. So it's the same amount set, and then the next year they reestablish what it is. So it's not a surprise every month. It's literally, you know exactly what you're getting, and that is so
you're
to me, but freaking cool. So at silver, you get 1 mentor pool. At gold, you get gold.
You do realize that you're
It wasn't as bad as it sounds.
then, because that means the company's winning and the reps are losing. If the company's making more money year over year, the reps are still at the same amount. You do realize that math-wise. Somebody math-wise, send me a lifeline in the comments, please.
Gold is the 5th rank up. Platinum is the 6th rank up, and you get 5. Leader is the 7th rank up, and you get 2 leaders. So the leader pools are worth more than the mentor pools. The senior leader, you get 3, and executive leader, you get 5. And then when you hit diamond, you get leader pools and the global ambassador. You get 2 different pools when you hit diamond. So ultimately, the goal is to hit diamond, right? So I thought that was amazing.
Recruiter.
Because in my previous company, you had to be, there were 11 ranks. And at the 7th rank is when they started giving you ownership. So I thought that was really cool that at the 4th rank up, they start giving you ownership pools. And you know exactly how much they're going to be. Okay, so much more why I switched. Those are one of probably the biggest things that stood out to me. When your team hits that focus on 5, you also make more money. So you'll make $250 when your team hits it, and then you make another $50 for a retention bonus.
Oh boy.
So actually focus on 5 so much more than just the 500. You could potentially earn $800. But the other parts require, I don't really even like talking about those things because a lot of people just are sellers. They're not. So I like to talk about more to selling than I do like the team building, because team building is something that just naturally happens over time, where selling is something that you can do pretty automatic. You can't control other people, but you can control yourself. You know what I mean? So the next thing that was really amazing that I loved was something called minimum monthly reward. This is something that's available at those mentor.
She makes the claim you can make a full-time income here, part-time, income disclosure who? I don't think she remembered to offer an income disclosure and prove it, and she's making the same mistakes in Amare. Are we surprised? No. Other multi-level marketers do the same thing. I wish somebody would learn the rules, and some multi-level marketers do. We've seen some bomb party reps understand the Federal Trade Commission rules. Sure, we've seen other multi-level marketer independent reps follow the rules. Cool.
Cool.
A majority do not. The important part about that is consumer protection. That's the issue. It's not about slapping independent contractors. It's about protecting consumers. In case everybody forgot. No income disclosures are provided. The plan doesn't define what average affiliates actually earn at any rank. There's no evidence to back up full-time income as typical or even likely. Same thing at Prove It, same thing she forgot to tell us over there. Without an income disclosure statement, this claim is speculative at best and violates the Federal Trade Commission guidance on income claims. If not substantiated, she forgot to do that here. Maybe she forgot her notes when she was making this pitch in her car. Although the vehicle is one of the favorite spots for multi-level marketing independent reps to give pitches in and Zoom call presentations in. So
For silver, gold, and platinum, those are the mentor ranks. It's called an MMR, minimum monthly reward. And how it works is when you hit silver is basically making $1,000 a month, okay? Gold is making about $2,000 a month, and platinum's making about $2,500 a month. That's how much money, US dollar, that you will make at those ranks. When you hit silver for the very first time, I gotta make sure I get this right, okay? 6 months, there it is. And you have 6 months. So you hit silver for the first time, and let's say that you make $2,000 at silver, okay? And the next month you make $2,300 at silver. I've had people make that at silver. And then let's say on month 3, you don't sell as much and you make $800 at silver. The company will bump you up to $1,000 for the first 6 months that you hit that rank. So for the moment that you hit it, and then you have 6 months. For those 6 months, as long as you hit the rank in those 6 months, they'll bump you up to $1,000. Does that make sense? And then at gold, when you hit gold, for those first 6 months, if you make less than $2,000, they'll bump you up to $2,000. Then at platinum, the moment you hit platinum, then that unlocks the 6 months. So for 6 months, if you make less than $2,500 at platinum, they bump you up to $2,500. It's called the minimum monthly reward. It's only for 6 months, and it's built to help people build their rank, hit the rank, and maintain income while building that rank. Like, that's just flipping incredible. Okay, the next.
to what end? So that's built in. Why? Why would that be built in? What is the benefit? I have a question. Okay, so Jenny was just talking about the Fast Start rank bonus or temporary rank pay bump, which offers a guaranteed payout when someone hits a certain rank, like silver, where you get $2,500 if you don't get up to that pay, that guaranteed payout. It's often for the first time or within the first few months of joining. In this case, for the first 6 months after achieving a rank, the company pays you as if you're still at that highest achieved rank, even if your team volume dips below it. You get more money earlier, even if your team volume fluctuates. This can be motivating and might help reps reinvest into marketing, samples, etc. It also creates social proof. Reps can say, I earned $2,500 at silver, even if it was a temporary bump, not recurring income. But does it benefit the company more? Absolutely. Here's how. It creates momentum and hype. New reps promote their early success on social media, even if it's not sustainable. It encourages other recruits to join, believing those earnings are normal. The company benefits from rapid team growth and sales in the early phase. It's a psychological lock-in. After earning $2,500 at silver, you get used to that money. When the 6-month buffer ends and you drop back to $500 or $0, you feel loss aversion and try harder to keep the rank, even if it means buying product yourself or pushing others to do so. It spikes initial sales volume. Hitting ranks quickly requires personal and team volume. Many reps buy their way to rank, especially when pressured. This inflates company revenue in early months when retention is usually the lowest. It reduces long-term payouts. Most reps don't maintain the rank after the bonus period. So the company only has to pay high bonuses once, but profits off the burst of growth it caused. Why it's a red flag? From a consumer protection point of view. It masks the real income structure. The rep gets paid for performance they aren't sustaining. It's a form of income manipulation that makes the plan seem more lucrative than it really is. It creates income disclosure distortion. Early earnings look great on paper, but are not repeatable for most reps.
Thing that I loved and why one of the reasons that I switched is something called Road to Leader and Rise and Reward. So Road to Leader is meant for that silver, gold, platinum, those mentor ranks. When you hit silver, this part was really cool to me. This is part of that all or nothing mindset that I didn't want to be a part of. This part, these next two parts, I really love that it wasn't like you have to hit it month after month after month after month, otherwise you don't get it. This part's cool. So the moment you hit silver unlocks the clock for 6 months. When you hit silver 4 times out of those 6 months, you'll get an additional $500. When you hit gold 4 times out of 6 months, you'll get $1,000. And when you hit platinum 4 times out of the 6 months, it could either be 4 months in a row, or it could be 2 months and then miss 2 months and then 2 months hit it, you get $2,000. Crazy. And then the next part is Rise and Reward. Those are for all the other ranks above those mentor: leader, senior leader, executive leader, diamond, all the diamonds, and then presidential diamond. So leader, when you hit it 3 months out of 12 months, even better, you have to hit it less. 3 months, and then you have an entire year to do it. So you can hit it in January, March, and December, and you'll get $3,000. Senior leader, when you do that 3 months out of the 12 months, you get $5,000. And then executive leader, when you hit that 3 months out of the 12 months, you get $7,000. So total, just in these bonuses, I've earned $18,500 so far. The next one is called Diamond. I have not hit Diamond yet. Diamond is my next rank. So when I hit that 3 months out of 12 months, I'll get $10,000. How cool is that? Well, I think that's enough for today. Pretty cool. The consistency with the company is pretty amazing. And I love that I know when the sales are going to be. Like Black Friday just hit, and I knew when all the sales were going to be ahead of time. They were not surprises to me. And then the 7 ways to earn. Every company has multiple ways to earn money. I love that they had 7 on this. One of them includes a vacation, which technically you're not making any money, but if you want to go on the vacation, that's amazing to be able to take your family on a vacation, or take your husband on a vacation, or take your best friend on a vacation and not have to pay for any of it. So that's in here. And
Jenny, just in case you forgot, in the time between Prove It and Amare, prizes and awards are taxable income, trips being a prize, and that's according to the Internal Revenue Code. Just a reminder when tax time comes around. It's manipulative to say that and to get someone to join your multi-level marketing company. It's so manipulative.
And it says vacations of a lifetime. I'm like, oh my gosh, the marketing. But I will tell you, I've never been on a company trip ever, never, ever. And the people that went to Cabo this last time, they were like, it was a vacation of a lifetime. It was incredible. It was 5-star. We felt so everything. Seen, important, little details mattered, big details mattered. Like they made them feel very special. So that, to me, that was just like marketing. But then when it really came down to it, they went to it and they felt exactly that. So I thought that was really cool. So the fast start bonuses is the first way you get paid. The second way is social. You can earn up to 38 commissions on your reoccurring sales. Find me another comp plan that you can make up to 38% on reoccurring orders. And this is another part where I'll go into that because that's important. I don't want to seem like I am misleading by leaving details out. That's not my intention.
Oh my God.
So when you sell and Happy Juice is 100 points, just to put it in perspective. I think it's important to understand that when somebody buys Happy Juice, now I have a lot of people that buy the hair care or they buy the skin care and they add that onto their Happy Juice. So some orders that I get are 100 points. Some orders I get are 400 points. Some orders I get are 800 points. Depends on what the person orders. So if you sell 5 Happy Juices a month, you will make 5% commissions on those 5 for the unilevel orders. Unilevel just means they're out of their first 30 days. Okay. The next tier is if you sell, I just lied. So if you sell 1 to 4 Happy Juices, you make 5%. When you sell 5 to 9 Happy Juices a month, you're now making 10% commission on those reorders. So they're orders outside of the first 30 days. When you sell 10 to 19 Happy Juices, you are going to be making 15%. When you sell 20 to 29 Happy Juices a month, you make 20% commissions on reoccurring orders. When you sell 30 to 49 Happy Juices every month, you make 25% commissions. When you
Can you explain? Does she mean with the commissions that the 1 to 4 is 5% on that 1 to 4. Then the 5 to 9 is 10% on the 5 to 9, that it doesn't bump up for all those. Okay. Well, we're just gonna play pretend this is based off of what I understand the comp plan to be. Let's pretend we're pretending 1 bottle of Happy Juice. You sell 1 bottle, the percent you get back is 10%. You earn $10. Each bottle of Happy Juice is $100. Okay. 5 bottles, 15% back, you get $75. 10 bottles, you get 20% back, $200. 20 bottles, 25% back, $500. Let's say you sell 10 Happy Juices, each one is $100. 10 times $100 equals $1,000. The company says since you sold 10, you get 20% of that. 20% of $1,000 equals $200. You earned $200. But here's the catch. You don't get that percentage until you sell enough. So if you sell only 1, you just get 10%. To get 25%, you might need to sell 20 or more. That's a lot of juice, but you have to do more work to earn more reward. So what I'm wondering is, still on a 10%, like, is 1 through 4 10%? And then as you go up, like 5 through 9, is 1 through 4 locked in at 10%, then 5 through 9 on the next percentage point, and 1 through 4 is locked in. It's not a sliding scale where only extra sales gets the higher percent. It's a tiered level. Once you hit the next level, all your sales for that month get paid at the higher rate. So good luck with that. Let's go back.
You sell 50 to 69 Happy Juices a month, you make 28% commissions. When you sell 70 to 89 Happy Juices a month, you make 31 commissions. And when you sell 90 and above Happy Juices a month, you make 38% commissions. I think that part's important because it's one thing for me to say you can make up to 38% commissions, but if you don't know how you make the 38% commissions, that's misleading in my opinion. So explaining that to you, it's long-winded, but I feel like it's important to explain. When somebody does a first-time order, that's a different commissions that you make. When you sell 1 to 4 Happy Juices a month, how are the products result-oriented? We have a whole SKU of different products, and all of them give results. Some of them are going to be results that you're going to have to go do blood work for because they're like vitamins and stuff. But our weight loss supplements, you can see the difference. Our skincare, you can notice the difference remarkably way faster than any of our other supplements. Our digestive support, you'll notice the difference very fast. Our hair care products, I would say those take about a month to really see the difference. You'll see, like if you style your hair and you use the styling products, you're obviously going to see a difference right away. But I'm talking like the shampoo and conditioner. I had chunks of hair that used to fall out, and I no longer have chunks of hair that fall out of my head. And that took a little bit. So it just depends. Like we have a kids mood supplement that you'll experience a decrease in a lot of feelings that you're having within 20, I'd say.
A lot of feelings you're having? Hello? Where is the scientific support for those claims? Jenny?
Within 5 minutes of taking it. So it depends on what the product is, and it depends on what result is from that product. We don't have just like one product. Does that make sense? That's like the best way I can answer that. Depends on what you're using. So first time orders, when somebody orders a first time order, you make a higher commission on first time orders. So if you sell 1 to 4 Happy Juices a month, you're making 20% commissions. And if you guys may not have been on for this, but when you sell to one person, the 1st to the 15th, you get a free product. When you sell to 3 people in the month, you get an additional $100. When you sell to 5 people in a month, new people, you'll get an additional $300. And then when you're going to make 20% commissions on, that's a total of $500 US every single month that is reoccurring that you can have, that you can make. All right. When you sell 5 to 9 Happy Juices a month, you'll make 20% on that. Let me jump higher. You make 20% off of all these until we get to this tier. So if you sell 30 to 49 Happy Juices in a month to new people, and social sellers, this is really for you, okay? These are for the people that are social sellers. They are seasoned. They've been doing this. Or it's for people that have joined our team and they become seasoned. So like they may start off and maybe only sell to 1 or 3 people, but as soon as they get the hang of things, that's when they start to sell a lot more every single month. Okay. So if you sell 30 to 49 new Happy Juices every single month, you're making 25% commissions on first time orders. When you are selling 50 to 69 Happy Juices a month, you're making 28% commissions. When you're selling 70 to 89 new Happy Juices every single month, you're making 31% commissions. And when you're selling 90 plus Happy Juices every month, you're making 38% commissions. It's just crazy to me, literally crazy to me. So those are a lot of the reasons that I switched. I wanted a compensation plan that rewarded the quarter timer, not even the part timer. I wanted people to get something every single month. So if they hit a rank, they'd get the product credits. Maybe they're just hitting the rank of reoccurring orders. Like they don't have any new customers. Well, they're still getting paid and they're still getting free product. That's important to me. Maybe they're bringing in 5 new customers in the month. They're getting that $500 plus the free product. Maybe they're bringing in 1 new customer a month and they get them on the 8th of the month. Then they're getting a free product for the month. Like those things are really important to me. Tiered ability to get things done. Even our Path to Paradise program is set up exactly like that. So if you get 400 points, and I won't explain what all the points are for, but if you get 400 points, you get to go to Cabo. You get to earn the all-inclusive resort part of it. When you get, I don't want to lie, I think it's 800 points. When you double that, you earn the all-inclusive resort plus $500 in airfare. And then when you get 1,200 points, you earn the 2 people going on the trip plus now $1,000 in flight credits. You can split that between 2 people. You could ride first class and put the other person in coach. It doesn't matter what you do. You get to earn the 2 going on the trip and you get to earn the $1,000 flight credit. So if your flight is more than $1,000, then you are going to pay something. If your flight is less than $1,000, well, you're in luck. You're fit the budget. So, and it's completely paid for. So I noticed with a lot of
It's completely paid for, but you get a flight credit. So if the flight is more than that, then you put the credit. I thought it was completely paid for.
Other compensation plans, there were some trips that were completely paid for, but they were more unrealistic to earn. It was kind of like an all or nothing mindset. Either you earn the trip or you don't. I really liked the tier that people, let's say somebody earns a trip at 400 points, they get the opportunity to go if they want to go and they can afford it. But if they can't afford the flight, then they don't need to go, right? Like it's just it's there if you want it, you know? So I really love that. But a lot of the compensation plans that I looked at, it's like you had to do all the things to earn the trip. And if you didn't do all the things, then you didn't earn it. Or a lot of them were like, you earn the right to go on the trip, but we don't pay for anything, which is what it was like in my last company, which is why I've never, ever gone on a company trip before. Because you ain't going to catch me earning the right to go on a trip that I have to pay 100% for to hang out with people I don't want to hang out with. Like you never caught me on a company trip. I never wasted my money doing that. I always went on my own vacations. Or I take my team on vacations. Like I would go and do that, but I never went on a company trip. Well, that's it. Those are some of the reasons I switched. And now I'm going to go do this live on Facebook. Bye.
That was unexpected. I think we hear this a lot. The whole we get paid weekly. It's quick and easy money. You're not allowed to say that according to the FTC, but let's just talk about that real quick. Yeah, in Amare, the commissions may get paid weekly, but only after, again, volumes confirmed and rank qualifications are met. Amare compensation plan over here. The business helper ChatGPT also over here. Many bonuses are monthly. Some are only earned once you maintain rank. Like we heard her say, thousands of dollars earned, blah, blah, blah. She earned thousands and thousands of dollars. Oh, by the way, she also forgot to put up the income disclosure statement. We love that for us. Actually, we don't. Oh my God. This is misleading. Again, it suggests easy or immediate cash flow, when in fact, earnings are delayed, conditional, and fluctuate based on personal and team performance. Jenny, who did this? Oh, wait, we know it was you because we have it on video. 2025, the year of the internet receipt. We love it. Also, the other claim, I think I had it a little bit too fast, but I like at least that we can have all these at the very end. I think that I also had glazed over a little bit because of the lack of the visuals, but I think no monthly fees. It's totally free to join. Kind of. But the plan says on page 9, to remain active and earn a commission, affiliates must generate or purchase a minimum personal volume, PV, each month. Oh, wait, what? Often requiring ongoing purchases. Oh, she forgot to say that. My bad. While there may be no sign-up fee, there are ongoing financial commitments to remain eligible for earnings, especially higher tier bonuses. Oh, it's also not about recruiting. It's about sharing the products you love. What? Oh, what does the plan say? Over 60%, which is a chunk. Shut up, chunk! Of the compensation mechanisms that are tied to team building, matching bonuses, and rank promotions, all of which are driven by recruitment, activity, and team volume. Jenny, why it's misleading. The plan is structured so that meaningful income almost always requires recruitment. Minimizing that fact represents the business model. She kept saying, I don't want to mislead you. I don't want to mislead you. You forgot to understand the compensation model and therefore misled us, misled the consumer that you are so interested in recruiting. All those fun people with pulses and credit cards. The other claim is you can earn from your team even if you never recruit anyone. To earn residual commissions on your team, you must first qualify with personal sales volume and meet the minimum active rank, requiring you to recruit at least 2 people to become a builder. That's page 8 on the Amare compensation plan, because we love a source. The misleading part, this suggests passive team-based income is available without recruiting. Oh, what? It's not. You can't earn from your team unless you build one, Jenny, which means recruitment is essential. Recruitment is essential. If you're listening to a pitch, and I know you can already listen for these, I had never heard anything. I was in Young Living, and I first heard Kiki Chanel, and I was like, I'm not in a cult. I was offended. I was like, I'm not in a cult. And I told my upline, and she was like, oh, you shouldn't be listening to that. People just hate Gary Young. They just don't understand the power of essential oils. They're just trying to take us down. Whatever. And I was like, okay. Trying to watch everything. You know what I'm saying? When you're saying okay, and then you're just like binge watching every single thing you can. And then you don't know anything, so you're trying to learn the language of anti-MLM and also offended at the same time, but also you can't stop watching. You're not sure what's going on. You know what it's like when you're having to pause and look things up as you're also really interested, but as you look stuff up, then you have to rewatch the whole thing because now you know all the words. That was me. But here's some things that maybe look out for next time you're watching a Zoom call or you're even in the Zoom call that your upline has you in or whatever. Super simple, which oversimplifies a complex multi-tiered plan. If you're maybe even on a call because you're interested in joining a multi-level marketing company. Because look, it's not about me saying everything is cool when you're part of a team. Answers, okay? No need to recruit. Look at the comp plan. Look at the comp plan and ask questions. Is there a need to recruit? And if they say there's no need, and you go back and you look at the comp plan, and even if you don't understand it, download it and literally send it through ChatGPT and ask, is there a need to recruit? You upload it, you upload the PDF, and if you're wondering, hey, is ChatGPT going to be able to look at the text in the PDF? Yes, it is. Is there a need to recruit? And ChatGPT, either send it through as is, or you look at the business plan GPT, and it'll say, yes, there is a need to recruit. And you can go, what the flippity flop, MLM recruiter? Do you not understand your own comp plan? Because that would be a red flag to me. You're not telling me the truth. Either they don't understand their own compensation model, which is a red flag, or they do understand their compensation model and they're using information control on you. Red flag, red flag, red flag emoji. Look out for residual income. We hear this a lot, and maybe you've heard this, and maybe you're new. Maybe you're new to MLM, and maybe this hot take is like, you're not the one that I want to listen to. That's totally fine. I hope that you aggressively ask questions if you're going to give your money to someone. You deserve to ask questions if someone is wanting money from you, even if you really like them. Is that fair? Residual income implies passive earnings, but reality is conditional and active. That's not going to happen in MLM. It's truly not. And you can say, well, you don't know, DC. I literally know. Not in Mary Kay, not in Young Living. It hasn't happened in any MLM that I've seen. People at the top, they're going to have to replace the mid to lower tiers, the churning that happens. It's so imperative that they keep their downlines full, replaced when people leave, and growing. That takes a lot of hard work. It's not passive. It's not residual. Next manipulative language, freedom and flexibility. Is there freedom in someone telling you to be on Zoom calls twice a week or 3 times a week, or be on a work Zoom call and they tell you to keep your camera on and that you have to take notes and report for duty when you're an independent contractor and you work for yourself but not by yourself? Freedom and flexibility is vague emotional appeal with no backup. Keep an ear out for it. Just keep an ear out for it. Have you ever heard that top earners are doing amazing? It's anecdotal, without data, and there's no average income disclosed. Something to that effect. Keep an ear out. Let me know when anybody's numbers are actually shared. I mean, we heard a little bit of numbers from Jenny Elizabeth, but she didn't say anything about going on a trip this year, and she's been in for a year. Something to think about. Here's some suggestions. Take them or leave them. Here's what I wish I would have done. Okay? I wish I would have read the fine print. I wish I would have known that recruitment was required. I wish I would have known that most won't earn that much. I wish I would have known that it's not free. And I wish I would have known that if it sounds too easy, that something's amiss. I hope to God that if you've made it to the end of this video, that it wasn't super long. That's probably too much to hope for because I probably ran my mouth. And thank you for joining me. I appreciate you going on the journey of wading through the manipulative language of bad TikTok science, MLM science, and twisty primal queen supplements, happy juice, and Amare income. Not even income disclosures, but compensation plans. And I hope that if you decide to join a multi-level marketing company, that this maybe keeps you out of a multi-level marketing company. The manipulative language is something that you're able to keep an ear out for. And maybe the consumer education warnings maybe help you or somebody that you know. I'd love for you to subscribe and like the video and maybe turn on notifications so you can come for the next recorded video or catch me on a live stream. Just a heads up, if you are free range listening on a live stream, that my language is a little more cursey word friendly over there. So if you like the G-rated version of me, come back for a recorded video. So remember that we do not drink the Kool-Aid here. We analyze the ingredients, and hopefully I'll see you next time. So, doodles!